So we are trying to provide topic.
This is not working. सर वो नहीं आ रहे हैं, उनकी जगह हेड ऑफ डिपार्टमेंट आ रहे हैं। डीन या Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Ladies and gentlemen, I request you all to please rise for 1 minute silence, followed by the national anthems of the two countries, Pakistan and Turkey. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Hazima Mozam, Program Manager from COMSTECH. I welcome you all on behalf of COMSTECH, COMSEC, and Middle East Technical University to the capacity building events, which includes 2-day training program and 1-day workshop. These activities are funded by COMSTECH in collaboration with, is funded by COMSEC in collaboration with COMSTECH and Me Too. We are very grateful to all our participants, distinguished guests, and speakers who are joining us here in person, and participants and speakers who would be joining us virtually. With this, I would request our esteemed distinguished guest, His Excellency Muhammad Cyrus Sajjad Qazi, Ambassador of Pakistan to Turkey, to please come on stage, sir. His Excellency, Professor Dr. Muhammad Iqbal Chaudhry, Coordinator General COMSTECH, on stage, please. Professor Dr. Ismail Abdul Hamid, Director Programs and Project, Islamic Organization for Food Security, on the stage, please. Dean, Mitu University, Atuk Ospenich, on the stage, please. And the head of the programs from the COMSEC office, Mr. Mehmet Atikish, on the stage, please. Okay. Distinguished guest, we are extremely grateful for your time and coming and joining us here today. With this, I would request our two technical focal person for these events, Dr. Shahid Mansoor from Pakistan and Dr. Emre Aksoy from Turkey, for their opening remarks.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Shahid Mansoor, and I must say thanks to organizers and our distinguished guests. This meeting is as a continuation of the first meeting that we held on new breeding technologies in Islamabad in 2019. And this was a realization that there are new emerging opportunities which are emerging in tackling the issue of food security around the world, and especially in OIC member states. Human civilization has been domesticating animals and long time, but there are new challenges and there are new opportunities. The food security has been provided by use of new technologies, which has resulted in first green revolution in 1960s and 70s, and we are witness to that. But now with the new challenges like climate change, increase in population, and also the dwindling resources, we need to come up with new technologies. And some of the new technologies that have really taken us by storm is new breeding technologies, which also include CRISPR-Cas technology that allows you to have a very precise editing of the genome. It can also be used to insert new genes. At our institute and in many of the member states, we are using these new breeding technologies. So there are two parts of this technology challenges. One is to develop tools, and obviously there are new tools being discovered, and so we are adopting the tools which have been discovered. But the most important is that to our own needs. As I said earlier, that climate change, water resources, and biggest challenges. So we have these technologies available not only to improve our major crop like wheat, rice, potato, sugarcane, cotton, but also there's an opportunity to confer new traits in orphan crop. We call them orphan crop because they are not being attended by some of the large but these are very important in local context. So some of these technologies can also be used for challenges that are faced by our crop, and also there's a possibility to do a fast track domestication of some of the wild relatives crop that we have. So I think that at the end of the day, we hope that we'll take that message across that we have to adopt new technologies, and by having a combination of different old and new technologies, we can come up with the solution to the issues that we are facing. Thank you very much.
Dear Ambassador, dear Dean, dear Director Generals of COMCEC and COMSTECH, dear Director of PPO at IOFS, and dear guests. We are hired to host you at Middle East Tech for the training and workshop on new breeding technologies for food security, co-organized by COMSTECH and METU. I especially would like to thank COMSEC for their generous contribution to support the project. The training is planned to introduce novel methods in a recent scientific breakthrough, genome editing, in development of new for food and nutritional security. More than 50 from 9 countries are physically participating in the event, while more than 400 participants are joining online from 20 plus countries all over the world. Once again, I would like to thank you for your interest in the training and workshop and welcome you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Shahid and Dr. Marks. With this, I would request Dr. Otek Ospenje, Dean of please say a few words on behalf of METU University.
Dear Ambassador, the dear General Directors of COMSEC and COMSTECH, and dear colleagues, I would like to start with a warm welcome to our Leibniz University. As you all very well know, climate change has been a serious industrialized world for the last century. We have been observing its devastating effects on the environment, agriculture, and human population. Unfortunately, the effects of are expected to intensify and may cause a yield reduction in the near future. As one of the leading international research universities in Turkey, Middle East Technical University is concerned about the potential of climate change on environment and agriculture. Several research studies are currently carried out in the Biological Sciences Department and Institute of Marine Sciences, supported by European Union and the Scientific Council of Turkey, to analyze the effects of climate change on the environment. In addition to intensive study change, plant science has been at METU since early 90s. The first transgenic plant in Turkey was developed in METU in 1995. Moreover, several genetic, biochemical, physiological, and biotechnological studies paved the way to the development of new plant lines tolerant to environmental stress conditions. METU has always led the way to the development of new technologies. There is an urgent need for integration of novel technologies in crop breeding research to develop high-yielding, nutritious varieties that are resilient to environmental conditions. One of these technologies is genome editing. This technology has been used in genetics, medicine, and crop breeding in the last 5 years. Various research groups at METU utilize this genome editing technology. I believe our research will integrate this technology in crop breeding as well. A workshop event designed by Middle East Technical University and the Ministerial Standing Committee on Scientific and Technological Cooperation of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation to train participants from 7 OIC countries on genome editing in crop plants. I would like to take this opportunity to once more welcome all participants and delegates to METU. I hope that the meeting will be fruitful and open up new gates for wider collaboration among our institutions.
Thank you very much, sir, for your kind welcome. With this, I would request Dr. Ismail Abdullah,
You can see the program. To Turkey. It goes without saying, actually, it is a privilege for me to be here representing the Islamic Organization for Food Security, located in Nur-Sultan, Kazakhstan. And first of all, I'm conveying all the greetings of our Director General, Professor Ibrahim Baydawla, for he will be happy to be here, but he has a lot of commitment actually these days, and this is also for all of you, the very successful training workshop and hosted in the lovely city of Ghana. Actually, food security in OIC member countries is need a lot of work. What we are doing is we have, but we have to do more. So the theme of today's workshop that it is it goes in line with all IFRS mandatory programs, especially under the new IFRS vision for the next 10 years up to 2031. And indeed, the use of high technology and innovation are the prime importance for all of us. And for the improving the growth productivity in our member states, while we need also to look for to face the challenges that we are all facing now of the climate change and what we have seen every day. Food security in OIC, despite the fact that all our member countries achieve better performance, and this is by numbers, and gross agricultural production, improved strategic commodities, productivity, but yet we need to do nothing more. We need to fulfill the needs of the people. This great forward backpack we at OIC have all agricultural buildings, water, land, varieties, scientific research, and human capacities. Yet we need to do better and to move toward the better management of all our resources. Reports of food security from international and OIC relevant institutions are still not promising situation. World Food Program that brought 11 countries in OIC in immediate food help. This has made all of us working hard and cooperate with people. IFRS under its pillar on strategic commodities shows establishment of Center of Excellences for wheat, rice, cassava, and palm oil play essential roles in connecting scientists together to discuss the challenges and opportunities from the science-based approach. We figure I'm sorry, this is the new technology of this. So we need to work in the wheat leaders, work together with the wheat leaders, share experience in developing better crops, more tolerant to biotic and prebiotic stress, and to less water consumption. And in this regard, I have to thank also Kazakhstan and Turkey for hosting the Center of Excellence. And of course, Pakistan is always participating with us. The same Center of Excellence for Quality of Rice in OIC have been also established in Bangladesh Rice Research Institute, and all the countries in Asia participating with us. And it was a wonderful gathering for how can we improve the rice productivity with this water consumption. And in this Center of Excellence house in Saudi Arabia have given us a clear example of how can we have and move using the new technology for producing the rice. IFRS programs in technology, science and technology based on the outcome of the ministerial meeting with 2017 in Azerbaijan. And it is all about science and technology, and I have been supported in 2021 meeting, ministerial meeting, and here I have to thank the COMSTECH for what the supporting IFS actually during this meeting, and IFS in this regard have been allocated in 5 statements in this declaration, Abu declaration, and it's mandatory to science and technology. Science and technology, we have to know that there is no food security without GPAN. GPAN in OIC member countries, it is coming from very high volume, up to. So in this actually cover 3 areas in countries of OIC member countries. And in the end, in last October, the end of October, we have the international conference that our Director General in COMSTECH with His Excellency Professor Sudani, together they declared the conference, and I think it was one step forward. Nothing. We need to do more on genetic resources. We do not only to work on plants. We have to keep our livestock also in a good condition, because it is also tackling the life needs of everyone. We are not working alone. We are cooperating with 16 member countries. Thanks for all of them. And we work for also national, regional, international organizations. We do not claim all, but IDB, thanks to some World Bank, is supporting our activities. Thanks so much for COMSTECH, CISRE, SNIP, COMCEC, ICA, COWS, Ricarda, Senate, COW, United Nations Food System Summit, and all our member countries. I would like to say that in IFS we are very open to have and to receive your ideas and to see our programs and to cooperate in our food security hub. Its authorities to be properly published. So please feel free to contact me and send me your publications in case you want to publish. I'm so sorry for taking long, but being here and encouraging, being again physically, not behind my computer speaking, and to try to indicate that I am satisfied for what I'm doing to do. But yesterday in the dinner, we have discussed an idea initiated by His Excellency Muhammad Shudari in 1-2 minutes. So when we do it, it will be more minutes. We lack of coffee breaks, lunch hours, and the dinner over dinner discussion. I wish you all very successful training, and thanks for inviting me to be here today, and thanks for your
Thank you very much, Dr. Ismail, for being with us. With this, I would request His Excellency Professor Dr. Ismail, coordinator in COMSTECH, for his address.
Good afternoon. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. With 450 people from different time zones in 4 provinces, in 4 continents, Turkey and America. And we're very fortunate to have chief guests, His Excellency Dr. Muhammad Sajjad Qazi, Ambassador of Pakistan in Turkish Republic. We are very pleased to have with us Professor Dr. Alto. He is Dean Faculty of Arts and Literature in his premier institution of the Muslim world, Religious University, medical advisor to the president, Brother Dr. Ismail Al-Hamid. He is the brain behind Islamic Organization of Security. He is a very prominent person, and along with this, we have representative of our sister organization, the Senate Committee for Economics and Commerce, very eminent resource persons, particularly Professor Dr. Shaikh Masood, who heads India Research Institution in the country in the field of biotechnology, connectivity, and all of you from different countries. Very happy to be here. This is certainly an event which represents synergy and complementarity between two standard COMSTECH and COMSEC. COMSEC works in the field of economics and commerce, and we work in the field of science and technology cooperation. They are very much related. We know that in the emerging world, commerce and economics are very much based on high technology and the input of emerging science and technology. Whereas science, where COMSTECH mandate for science and technology would be related to socio-economic development, and that is the reason that both institutions are working together. And we are very fortunate to have this long-term partnership. We feel very proud of our very productive engagement with COMSEC, and we continue to have it for the future also. Very pleased that we were able to engage this wonderful institution, Nutritional Technical University, as a host organization. And this is indeed a great strength of us, because things happen in institutions like Me2, and Me2 being on board for such initiatives. I'm sure that they will be able to achieve a lot for the Muslim world. Now, OSCE, as we all understand, 57 member states and 38 institutions is the second largest group of countries in the world after the United Nations. But it has a legacy and a context. It was a fortunate outcome of a very unfortunate incident in Masjid al-Aqsa in 1969. As a result of it, it was largely a reactionary organization, organization emerged out of anger, and that took us a long time to develop our own strategic vision. Science and technology innovation agenda, SBI 2026 was very important even in the history of OSCE. When, as mentioned by the study in Astana, the collective inspiration of the Muslim world that we work through science and technology and develop socio-economic development through the use of science and technology. So the second summit held in United Arab Emirates, organized by the United Arab Emirates, where the reaffirmation of political support for science and technology. And this was indeed a great support for science. We are closely with Islamic organizations. Essentially goal of COMSTECH being an organization which deals science and technology, or science and technology is a cross-cutting issue with all development endeavors. COMSTECH has hundreds of fellowships. There is a huge capacity building initiative. We have announced a new scheme for supporting science in exile, which is a fellowship scheme for our brothers and sisters who are displaced because of conflicts. There is a major scheme also, and then there is a Help Africa scheme. There are lots of other major initiatives. So COMSTECH is an extremely busy place, and I would like to invite you to review that capital of Pakistan, where COMSTECH is integrated. COMSTECH is headed by the President of Pakistan, and certainly an organization which plays an extremely important role in the OSCE efforts to not only develop but also to handle the situation like some progress. Now, this workshop is extremely important, and Brother Shaikh Masood has already mentioned, along with Brother Dr. Andre Axel, that this is an extremely important. But I was going through the topic, and it is very unfortunate that over 100 countries do not have any policies and protocols for new green technology. In fact, many of these countries do not recognize new green technology and do everything to stop the introduction of new technology. I simply, with my own humble understanding, fail to understand how we will be able to feed 10 billion people in the year 2050. So it's certainly extremely important challenge for our countries where we have 650 million people who consider to be under these developed countries with full insecurity, introduction of new technology that is extremely important and we need to develop our own standards. So that IFS is working very closely with many other organizations, and I'm sure that we will achieve that also. Last, certainly, least not the least, that as mentioned by Ismail, these informal contexts are extremely important. We had a wonderful discussion with young people last evening, and thinking out that we would like to initiate a project, an initiative which is called Islamic Youth Forum between Turkey, Turkey, Pakistan, and Kazakhstan. And as soon as we receive our closely with the partner COMCEC, so we will provide opportunity to young people who work 30, 40, 50 years together for the future also. I would like to thank Middle East Technical University for hosting this important event. I would also like to especially acknowledge my dear brother, Dr. Andre Aksoy, for his leadership in arranging it. He is the one who made it happen. We were only the facilitator, but he is the one who really made it right on the ground. Also, I want to meet Hazima Muazzam. She is my best colleague, and she has this tremendous energy and perseverance to do things. I would like to thank our ambassador for his presence here. As I understand, our embassy in Turkey is an extremely busy place, perhaps one of the busiest missions of Pakistan anywhere in the world, and for his commitment to bring these two countries together in many fields. I'm thankful to all of you for your presence here, and I would like to convey my greetings to all of you for a very important and fruitful discussion for the next 2 years. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you very much, sir, for your kind remarks. With this, I would request Mr. Mehmet Akfish, head of the program department at COMCEC, for his remarks and comments. Please, sir.
Thank you very much. His Excellency Ambassador of Pakistan, Coordinator General Director of COMSTECH, Dean of Middle East Technical University, Director of IFS, distinguished participants of the esteemed member countries and institutions of the OIC. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of COMSEC Coordination Office, as the Director responsible for Programs and Projects Department, I would like to welcome you all in these important training and workshop programs, and it's a great pleasure for me to participate to the opening session of the meeting. Firstly, I special thank to Professor Dr. Mohammed Iqbal Shadari, Coordinator General of COMSEC, and his colleagues to provide us such project activities for improving personal, human, institutional capacity of the distinguished member countries. With this project, you are actually supporting our strategic aims and capacity building efforts by bringing several stakeholders together to be able to further create a synergy. Also, Middle East Technical University is providing important contributions to this project from the first day of the project. So I would like to special thanks to the representatives of the Middle East Technical University. I also would like to appreciate the solidarity efforts of all partner countries of the project and OIC institutions. As the COMSEC Coordination Office, we have been providing grants via different financial support mechanisms, especially COMSEC project funding, to the capacity building projects submitted by esteemed member countries, OIC institutions. In this regard, I would like to express my special gratitude for active participation of COMSTECH to the funding program. And I am very glad to be one of these multilateral cooperation activities with the efforts of COMSEC and the project team. I hope that these training and workshop programs will increase the knowledge of all participants about new breeding technologies for food and nutritional security. As OIC countries, we need to increase our cooperation on this issue, and we need to share our own country experiences with all members and institutions. I would like to again express my thanks for the. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you. Mr. Lehman, I'm calling from PPO. Yes, His Excellency Muhammad Al-Fazli.
The dean of the faculty, all the colleagues and friends of this event. I thank you for inviting me to this event. Out of the remarks will probably not contribute to the discussions, but since you are very kindly invited to say something, and since you are now in the audience, I will use this opportunity for you. And COMSTECH for this timely initiative. Security of humanity, as most of the species, large agricultural technologies have innovation in the last 2 years. The advent of precision agriculture to convergence agrotech is a good example. Recent development technologies such as gene editing scientists for food and Malthus in 1998 population painted a fairly grim picture of humanity as its population outstripped the Earth's capacity to sustain it. He was fearing of British population and only 25 years of the last report of the world population to double from 1 billion. By contrast, from 1974 to double from 2 billion. 1960 population by about 1 billion. Human ingenuity have forestalled the worst of Malthus's fears. One sometimes wonders if we as a species may not be taking too much just to give you a brief profile of agriculture is a significant
Our director general is kind of ill, and then I talked with him in the morning. I heard his voice. I think he's ill, and I know for sure. And distinguished director general would like to meet with him, but I don't know. He will be. I will check again later. I will ask him again today and tomorrow whether he can accept guests or accept anyone. Because I don't know whether he has catch a cold or something serious. I will talk with you. I send email to regarding the meeting with director general. We planned here regarding his meeting. His office, but surely things have changed.
Yeah, so thank you very much for coming and for covering for Mr. Fateh. Extremely grateful for your presence on behalf of COMCEC. In addition, if you can kindly check out on Dr. Fateh for the meeting, maybe we can have a meeting on 2nd December, if that's okay with Mr. Fateh.
2nd December.
Yeah, in early morning, because coordinator general have a meeting in the afternoon on that day. So morning from 9 to 11 would 9 to 11, maybe 11 or 12. And you can or you can ask her to send me a WhatsApp along with the location for the meeting.
Okay, I already sent Mr. Ali the meetings. I will call him and I will
Yes, I
talk
have
with
also,
him. Yes,
I also talked with him as well, so that he can follow up with me.
yes,
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am.
being organized in another.
Yes, yes. So also,
Our colleagues from have already helped a lot, I guess, and I will also take them.
yes, exactly. I think Emre was very helpful, and also I think we had many last minute changes with regard to the menu and all that. So that was very unexpected. But I'm thankful that we were able to have the plan because people were coming from other countries.
Yes, yes.
It would have been really hard to ship it to Pakistan. It would have been
Because it's not for two parties, not
Yes,
people
yes.
joining.
And also, I'm actually happy that we were able to do it in person because we had an option of doing it virtually, but it doesn't have that sort of an impact.
Training will be very hard because
Yes.
they touch or see.
Yes, and also we also have technical visits to the Ministry of Agriculture for the Indian Biotechnology Lab. So participants can see the kind of work that they are doing. Yes.
Demonstrations.
Yes. So I'm hoping that it should work. Thank you very much, Ali, and I would like to tell you, Ali has such a responsive person. Like I just have to text him and he will get back to me. And sometimes I feel like I'm the only one texting him all the time.
We have lots of people from all around the world in different time zones.
Yes, yes. And thank you. The pleasure, and I hope that we will be able to send you completion reports and all. I did send our time sheets, the address, the bank, to Mass.
You have already sent to the bank.
The
Did
time.
you get
I sent
about time sheet?
No, I didn't. I was maybe thinking what happened was I sent to her first, but it bounced back. It wasn't able to, it wasn't delivered to her. Then I forwarded to you with the problem because my IT people said that it's not a problem at our end, it's problem at theirs. So we had to check. But now when I went to Turkey and I was using your internet, so I said so she must have
Coming from Pakistan, yeah, they have some
security.
security.
Yeah. So you can check with her if she can receive mine, and then I'll definitely send you.
She sent a response to you. She made a response regarding the time sheet.
Yeah, I did not. If you can because I have a notification which says that she has read my message, but not a response.
ideal temperature.
And by the way, I would like to invite
Gelecek security.
Yes, I can ask. I can ask. Yes, because you can.
You will also contact with me too about some future
Yes,
cooperation.
yes, actually, yes. Last night, on the dinner, we had some people from the faculty and actually a report. But I think agriculture is an area where which is common between COMCEC-COMSTECH.
Do you have any special about meeting?
Yes, we have. I can send that to you. And I think we can follow up. I also asked him if we can December from 9 maybe 12 o'clock in the morning.
9 to
12 o'clock midday, because he would be busy at the time of lunch. Work till 5 o'clock because he COMSTECH means and institutions from Pakistan and participants we are going for a visit to the Ministry of Agriculture, Biotechnology Center. So they will show the lab and then they will see
10 o'clock is most available time for yourself. December 10 o'clock.
I think that's good.
I will try to arrange it today. I will call you.
Okay.
Exact timing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I think
I think you
he
should
is in
please come for the team.
problem
I'm
today.
sorry. You have to come for the team.
Yeah. Maybe you can, because you told me.
No, it's just that, I mean, when you're in someplace else, you're not very comfortable with the whole situation. And also we do it different in Pakistan, like we're not standing, but generally sitting or we are behind the rostrum or desk. So that's sort of comforting for people who have sort of, So, sir, please join us for tea. Thank you. Dear participants who are joining us virtually through Zoom, I would first of all like to thank you for your presence and also let you know that we got to know about the problems with the voice and the picture quite late in our inaugural session, but do not worry, we have it fixed at our end and there will be no problems in the technical session, and we will be having our technical session at 10:45 Turkish time. So thank you very much, and please remain in the meeting and during the lecture as per very much.